Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today we're going to grab some jarred white beans, which is the same thing as the canned ones, and a couple other simple ingredients and create an extraordinary recipe. We're talking Spanish Alubias blancas con bacalao. And let me tell you, this dish is filled with so many amazing textures and flavors. It's easy to make, where there's no tricky techniques. And the best part is all done in about 40 minutes. Folks, serve these Spanish beans next to garden salad and of course a bottle of Spanish wine. More specifically from the region of Campo de Borja, you can have yourself a fabulous meal. Alright, let's just jump right into this. I'm going to cut one medium-sized onion into 4 evenly sized pieces. I'm using a typical yellow onion, but you can also use a red, white, or even sweet onion. We'll also cut 2 celery sticks, each one into 3 evenly sized pieces. And cut 2 small carrots that have been peeled into small chunks. Then we'll add the chopped vegetables into a stock pot and fill it with some water, just enough to barely cover the ingredients. Then we'll season generously with sea salt and heat it with a high heat. And we're going to cook our veggies between 15 to 20 minutes until they're just cooked through. After 15 to 20 minutes and the vegetables are just tender, this is ready to go. You know, you can always pierce one of the carrots just to ensure that they're done. If you see your veggies need more time, you simmer this for a bit longer. At this point, I'm going to remove the stock pot from the heat. And we'll drain everything into a fine sieve with a heat-proof bowl underneath. You want to make sure to reserve that cooking water as we're going to use it later on in the recipe. While the veggies are cooling off, let's start prepping our beans. I'm going to drain 1 jar of cooked white beans into a colander. Once again, this is the same thing as the canned ones. And rinse the beans under some water. Size of the jar that I'm using is 700 grams, which is about 25 ounces. Leave where you get the Spanish white beans I'm using in the description box below. Once the veggies have slightly cooled off, we'll add them into a tall plastic cylinder, along with a small handful of our rinsed white beans and a 1/4 cup of our reserved cooking water, which is 60 milliliters. And using a hand blender, we'll blend it all together until we end up with a smooth puree. You can also use a food processor here, or even a stand-up blender. For the next step, I'm going to heat a stock pot with a medium heat and add in a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 60 milliliters. Leave where you get the Spanish one that I'm using, which truly makes a difference in this recipe, in the description box below. While the oil is heating, I'm going to roughly chop 4 cloves of garlic. Then we'll add the chopped garlic into the stock pot. And we'll mix it around continuously and go between 30 seconds to 1 minute until the garlic is nice and fragrant. After 30 seconds to 1 minute and the garlic is fragrant, you don't want to brown it, we'll add in 1 tablespoon of sherry vinegar, which is 15 milliliters. You can also use red wine vinegar here, or even apple cider vinegar. And we'll also add in 1/2 teaspoon of dried thyme, which is 1/2 gram. And we'll give it a quick mix. Then we'll add in our pureed vegetables, our rinsed white beans, and season everything with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a gentle mix until it's well mixed together. Then we'll add in 2 cups of our reserved cooking water from the vegetables, which is 480 milliliters. And add in 1 bay leaf. And then we'll turn it up to a high heat and give it a gentle mix. While the liquid is heating, let's prep our final ingredient. I'm going to add in 2 cod fillets over some paper towels and pat them completely dry. Size of the fillets that I'm using are 7 ounces, which is about 200 grams each. And I am using cod about frozen, thawed out, but you can also use the fresh stuff here, as well as any other type of firm white fish. Then we'll season the cod with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper, and you just have to do this on one side. And then cut each fillet into small bite-sized pieces. Once the liquid comes to a boil in the stock pot, we'll add in our pieces of cod. And we'll give this one gentle final mix until it's well mixed together. And then we'll place the lid on the stock pot and lower the fire to a low heat and simmer this for about 5 minutes or until the fish is just cooked through. Once the pieces of fish are just cooked, this is ready to go. I'm going to remove the stock pot from the heat and transfer some of the beans into a shallow bowl. And check it out, folks. Our Spanish Alubias Blancas con Bacalao are done. Easy to make, restaurant quality presentation, and all done in about 40 minutes. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, Alubias Blancas con Bacalao, and I tell you, this smells insanely delicious. Can't wait to try it. Gotta come in for another bite here today. So greedy. Check that out. For me, another dish that truly represents what honest home cooking is all about. Wrapped whole ingredients, nothing processed. Got so many flavors out of this. The beans absorb everything in the stock pot. The fish just kind of melts in your mouth. And that vegetable puree, taking this to the next level. Easy to make, heart healthy. Give it a try at home. Once again, next to a garden salad and a bottle of Spanish wine from the beautiful region of Campo de Borja, you have yourself a fabulous meal. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Alan M. Hirschman, Emily Hamilton, and Britt Saunders. You guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.